今回はメジャー初勝利を飾った佐々木朗希投手について、また佐々木投手の初勝利を猛打賞で援護した大谷翔平選手について、そして現地メディアの試合前と試合後の様子を見ていきます。それでは行ってみましょう。日本時間5月4日、ドジャースの佐々木朗希投手は敵地で行われたブレーブス戦にメジャー7度目の先発マウンドに上がりました。この日は悪天候のため試合開始が3時間6分の遅延となり、現地時間午後10時21分に試合開始。それでもこの日の佐々木投手は平均球速 94.7 マイル152キロ、最速 96.9 マイル156キロで5回98球を投げ、6安打3失点2四球4奪三振と粘りの投球。またこの日の大谷翔平選手は1番 DH で先発出場しました。初回の第1打席にセンター前ヒット、第2打席に今季第8号となる本塁打、第3打席はセンター前ヒットの猛打賞と佐々木投手のメジャー初勝利を強力に援護する大活躍でした。ここからはメジャー初勝利を飾った佐々木朗希投手について、また佐々木投手の初勝利を猛打賞で援護した大谷翔平選手の打席時の現地実況の様子、そして現地メディアの試合前の様子を見ていきます。
Really interesting to watch you, Sasaki, of course, coming over from Japan, the superstar that everybody wants.
Right.
How would you judge his body of work so far?
Well, you know what? He's developing, and they coming over here. He's not going to be a finished product like Yamamoto, and you see the impact, but the stuff is there. So far, after start, he's getting more comfortable about pitching to contact and not trying to strike everybody out. But what I'm watching for is velocity. I want to see the velocity anywhere from 95 to 97 miles an hour to be able to set up that nasty split finger down in the zone. And so he's able to do that. The strikeouts will come, and he'll get more comfortable, especially pitching in a new league and for more popular teams in all of baseball, maybe in they have to score for him early, especially in this environment, because he's going up against a talented Braves lineup that's surging back into the race.
Feel better about the Braves? You think they're back to that awful start?
We weren't going to go 0 for forever. So, you know what? And so, you know, they have the lineup depth, especially guys, you know, that have the experience and have a baseball card in there. I think they're going to be just fine. But it's going to be a gauntlet like the NL West, the NL East, going against the Phillies and the Mets. They're going to have some tough tests.
Hoping to get Acuna Jr. back to
they gotta have
a month or so, which will be obviously a big plus for them.
We'll face the dangerous Shohei Ohtani, the reigning MVP, and off we go at 10:21 Eastern Time. Here tonight, 3-hour and 6-minute delay officially, but we have baseball on a late Saturday night, and it's quickly 0-2 on Shohei.
Yeah, he does not mess around. I was not really good after 2 hours plus rain delay, and he's young enough to be able to handle this, because this delay throws you off your routine. You're sitting around, maybe playing cards, watching video, and he has come out doing the thing he does best, throwing strikes right away.
Here's an 0-2, and Ohtani reaches out to stay alive. 0 for 4 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. The Dodgers offense has been great as of late. 10 hits or more in 7 of their last 9 games, but they won last night with just 4 hits in a 2-1 victory. Ohtani fouls it back.
There's that splitter that keeps getting a little bit better for Spencer, and his ability to throw this pitch and manipulate. You see the action moving away from left-handers. He's going to have that slider working, a lot of chase after the slider, and low breaking balls. He gives up virtually no hits on it.
Another 0-2 pitch, and a curveball misses. That splitter you were talking about, John, opponents hitting just 120 against that splitter. His slider opponents are hitting just 114. His 2 excellent strikeout pitches so far for Schwellenbach, who comes home with a 1-2, and Ohtani ropes it into center field to get things started.
Now that's what Ohtani does best. 95+ miles an hour fastball, and he got one and probably didn't get it inside as much as he would have liked there. With the breaking ball that he possesses, he throws this ball and it comes center, and the only good news for Spencer is the ball stayed in the park. But look for the second time he faces Ohtani, if he gets in that situation, to make the necessary adjustment. That's what I was talking about, being a young pitcher who thinks his way through the game.
Ohtani is ahead of his pace from last year stealing bases. Mookie Betts takes a strike. Ohtani lifted 59 bags a year ago. He's got 9 already, past his pace from a season ago. And a check over to Ohtani, first disengagement.
Yeah, Ohtani, I think in his mind, until he's pitching in about late June, he's going to steal as many bases as he can, and then look for that number to slow down once he's back on the mound.
Shohei Ohtani, first pitch swinging, cranks one out to center. Harris back near the wall. Shohei Ohtani knocks one out to give the Dodgers the lead once more.
He's just that good. He knows that there's going to be a first pitch around the zone. He looks for a pitch, and this is a breaking ball. And he's kind of an all shucks type hitter. It doesn't. He makes it look easy.
Number 8 on the season for Ohtani, who hit 54 a year ago. And just like that, the Dodgers regained the lead. His second home run of the week. Betts hard hit ball. That's into left center field. Well, Betts is aboard, and 102 miles an hour off his bat, 107 off of Ohtani's.
Yeah, you see the breaking ball just kind of rolls right there, and I told you the hitter will tell you everything you need to know as a pitcher, and that reaction says that ball was hit a long way. And then the pitcher only hopes that there's a possibility that his center fielder could time it. Top of the lineup is so deadly for the Dodgers.
Back here at Truist Park with Dodgers manager Dave Roberts. Dave, coming out of a 3-hour rain delay, what have you thought of Roki Sasaki?
I think he's been great. I think that obviously the pitch count's up a little bit, but I think his fastball is really playing. I like the command of it. He's able to kind of sprinkle in his breaking ball, his split, but the fastball command I think is really good tonight.
Shohei Ohtani, single and a home run. Dave, we've seen that. When can fans realistically expect to see him pitch again?
Well, he threw a 35-pitch bullpen today. Hopefully at some point in time we're going to start getting him to face some hitters and do some simulated games, start throwing some sliders. So, I mean, I think if you just look at the natural progression, he's still, you know, a couple months away.
All right.
Los Angeles Clippers fall to the Nuggets in Game 7, so both LA NBA teams eliminated. Austin Riley eliminated on a fastball from Sasaki. He's gotten some more strikeouts on that fastball so far. All 3, in fact, have come on the fastball. A one-of-a-kind season last year for the reigning and unanimous NL MVP.
And again, it's an unrealistic conversation to have, but if you just let Ohtani do one of the 2 things he's capable of, he's going to set the standard in each area. That's how good he is. To do both and to do it at a level where, of course, staying healthy is almost impossible today with the way the guys are being trained to throw a baseball. But man, oh man, I don't think anybody expect this consistency offensively.
And a 3-for-3 night for Shohei Ohtani. 3 trips in the first 4 innings, and he's already aboard for the 3rd time.
I mean, last year he was a man on a mission. Of course, no thought of pitching, out all year, so all he had to do was concentrate on hitting, and what he did, he set a standard no one's seen it forever. And tonight he's 3 for 3. He started off so bad. If you remember back in the day when they signed him to the contract with the Angels, there was talk, I think it had to be in his contract, he had him coming back on this Dodgers bullpen if the starters eat up more innings.
Pulled down the line, past a diving Riley. It's a fair ball. Ohtani's into third, and that carom is going to allow Ohtani to score. Betts is into second base. It's 4-1 Los Angeles. Five hits and 3 runs combined between Ohtani and Betts so far tonight. Chance for the Dodgers to put an end to a very long night with a very impressive win. Plenty of Dodger fans still in the building. They come to their feet. Called strike 3, and the team with the best record in baseball tacks on another win. It's their 7th in a row, a 10-3 final, and Roki Sasaki has his first major league victory. Countryman hit a home run, part of a dominant performance from the top of the Dodger order, and after a 3-hour and 6-minute delay, a 3-hour and 5-minute Major League Baseball game tonight ends at 1:26 in the morning. We'll wrap things up from Atlanta on the other side. The Dodgers with their 23rd victory of the season.
That's it?
That's it. We're up. We got more coming.
Yeah, that was good. Obviously, they had us wait around for a long time, but happy we got it in, and give credit to our guys just to stay focused and come out with some intent tonight. And Schwellenbach's got some really good stuff, but we grinded him offensively, and I thought Roki came out and threw the ball well at the outset.
Was there a point where it would have dragged out long enough that you would have pivoted off Roki and just pushed him until tomorrow? Or?
No. We were since we didn't get him hot. If we were going to play tonight, he was going to pitch.
You guys come close to just banging the game at any point?
I think that the Braves and Major League Baseball were very motivated to play tonight, so we were kind of waiting for some direction, and like I said, I'm happy our guys stayed focused.
The offense over the last week is averaging like 8 runs a game, getting double digits, 3 of the last 4. Is this finally what you expect from this group?
It is. I think that we've seen it over a good period of time, the consistency of at bat, and obviously Shohei's, back to doing what he does well, and we're just following suit. Mookie's starting to heat up a little bit, and right now it just seems like the guys at the top of the order, and Will Smith is still swinging a great bat, are carrying us right now.
What have you thought of Roki the last few times out? It seems like he's sort of settled into this mode of like 5-6, giving up 2 or 3 runs the last few times out.
Well, I think that I thought early on the first 3 innings he was really good. I thought the 4th inning he started to waver a little bit with his command. But it was really important for him to get through that 5th inning, and I'm happy he regrouped and had a clean 5th inning. But yeah, he's starting to be that guy that we can count on and be dependable.
So much of obviously him being such an unfinished product, what do you kind of look for to start, especially sometimes the whiff is swing miss isn't there, or sometimes the command isn't there. It's just sort of looking through, evaluating each start inside.
I think with Roki and a young pitcher, you're trying to see how he manages any type of stress, see his emotions, see his command, how he can kind of navigate through a lineup 2.5 times, and lastly make pitches when he needs to, and he's doing a much better job of that the last 4 outings.
His pitch count got really high after the 4th. Did you make any hesitation to send him to the 5th inning, or?
I think I thought about it, but given in the middle of 10 in a row, I really wanted him to get his first win. We had a 4-run lead, and I wanted to give him that opportunity. And so I don't always make decisions on pitchers' wins, but I thought in this situation, I wanted to give him every opportunity.
You think he was feeling that too, especially just how he finished it in the 5th?
I think so. I pulled him in the 5th inning, his last start, after hit batsman, and so I just wanted to give him that opportunity. I'm sure he felt it, yeah.
Usually Shohei hit the middle or maybe opposite side, usually kind of the side. Did you see he's kind of back on that exactly what he wanted?
Yeah, I do. I think that, he's not coming off the baseball. He's staying through the field, the middle of the field, and he's really hitting the ball hard. And I think that the last few games, balls down below the zone, he's taking pitches, and he's hitting the ball hard right through the middle.
So how many days rest does Roki get for his next start, and does today count as a day?
You're right.
Since he went after
Typically today's Saturday, so I think his next start is going to be Friday.
You guys talked about, not feeling completely synced up for a lot of the first month. Has this last week kind of felt closer to what the best version of this offense?
I think that's what you can say. Yeah. After the first game against the Pirates, obviously we were facing Paul. Paul pitched great against us, so it's hard to really just kind of chalk that one up. But to come back after that one and go out there and score a lot of runs, we just kept adding and adding and adding. Get Roki through 5 innings. I thought after 4 innings, you just didn't know what Doc was going to do. But to have him go back out there and have a clean inning in that 5th, I think that's huge for him, getting his first win. Just a lot of good things happened in the last week or so. The offense has obviously been swinging that really well. So hopefully we can go out there and complete this sweep tomorrow.
You feel like your swing's in a pretty good place?
I have been feeling very good. There's obviously a couple swings I didn't like tonight in the first couple at-bats, but able to correct it and get it going there at the end of the game.
Are the first win celebrations wilder when they happen this late at night?
No, it's about the same. Yeah, we have a good time. That's what we celebrate every series win. But getting Roki's first win, we might celebrate a little bit harder. We got a game in 15 hours, guys.
Being your first major league victory.
勝利に感謝をまずはほっとしてるというか、良かったなと嬉しいなとそういう気持ちです。
I'm just really relieved and happy.
What did you do to spend the 3-hour rain delay, and how did that impact preparation, if at all?
延期した最中3時間何をしていましたか、そういうことを影響したのか、そういうルーティンの中で。
そうですね、食事をとったり、あとはある程度のことは先に終わらせておいて、急に始まることは聞いてたので、先にルーティンを済ませて、その後はブラブラしたりゆっくりしました。
I decided to eat a little bit, relax a little bit, but most importantly, it got a lot of the routine that I wanted to finish out of the way, because I've heard that when the game will start, it's going to happen suddenly. So I was ready for that.
How did your teammates celebrate your first victory?
その仲間とのお祝いっていうのはどういう形でしたか？
すごいいろんなものをかけられて、いろいろたくさんの人におめでとうって言ってもらえてすごく嬉しかったです。
A lot of my teammates said congratulations, and a lot were thrown on me.
Dave said he wanted to get you through the 5th to get you qualified for the win. Like, what did that mean for you to be able to go back out there and complete the 5th inning?
監督からはその5回投げ切ってもらいたいとおっしゃってましたけど、5回目投げたっていうのはどう思いますか？
そうですね、今日は試合開始が遅れたり、明日も試合ある中で、すごく大変な試合だったんですけど、その中で最低限の仕事ができたので、そこに関しては良かったのかなと思います。
So I'm just relieved that I was able to do what I was supposed to do as a starting pitcher, knowing the circumstances to which it was getting complicated as the delay was getting a little longer, and also knowing the fact that we were going to play today.
Through these 7 starts, how do you feel about how your fastball has kind of played against major league hitters, and is there anything you've learned about sort of what works and what doesn't when you're using that pitch?
振り返ってみて、本番だけではなく、ストレートは対メジャーリーガーに対して通用しているとか、そういうストレートに対してどう思ってますか？
そうですね、決して納得できているわけではないですし、まだまだ普通にいいボールが投げられるなという気持ちの中で、その中でも他の球種を使ったり、あとはいいところに投げれば、そうですね、アウトはしっかり取れるのかなとは感じています。
I'm not exactly satisfied with my fastball quality, but mixing in my other pitches and as long as I command my other pitches well, then I feel like I can get major league hitters out.
Is that more direct? Is that more directly tied to the velocity of the pitch, or is that more something other stuff that you're trying to do with that fastball?
ストレート納得しない理由としては球速なのか、他の要素があるのか。
全部の要素で足りてないのかなっていう感じはあります。
I feel like it's just overall fastball quality.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。